Hello friends, good evening everyone. So I hope all of you are doing great. We are having back-to-back revision classes and today we are going to discuss paper 6, auditing and assurance. So the document you can see on the screen is our beautiful, lovely ICAI's revision test paper RTP for November 22. Today what we are going to see is, I give you the study tips, I'll give you the presentation tips, and then we'll also see various MCQs, case study scenario based MCQs, and also general MCQs we'll see, correct and incorrect statements we'll see, descriptive questions we'll see, companies audit practical questions, whatever are there in the RTP we'll cover, and we'll try to cover bank audit important areas and all. So I am quite excited for the session. I hope you're excited too. Shall we start without wasting our time? So this is RTP. In RTP, normally, whenever you download the ICI's RTP for audit and assurance paper, it will be huge, sometimes 70 papers, sometimes 100 papers. I've seen 150 papers RTP also. Normally, what they do is they will give Companies Act, full reproduction of the company audit, that 9th chapter, whatever company audit is there, they'll give too much of detail of that. And also they'll give a lot of academic updates. And then, at the end of RTP, maybe probably 30, 40 papers will be actual RTP. But this time, the good news is no beating around the bush. They have given a brief, crisp 30-page RTP, which is, just relevant for you. There is no reproduction of any Companies Act or any other provisions and all. So the first 2 pages, they have given some academic update relating to this company audit, chapter 9. That is, I think this is shares issued at a discount. That is just less than 1 page they have given. And in the second page, they have covered, something else from the company audit as well. Section 147, punishment for non-compliance. So that 2 academic updates you can do. But our RTP is actually starting with part 2. That means 3rd page. In this, they have given 2 beautiful, extensive case studies. Too much of information, ocean of information. You'll feel like, Pavan sir, I'm feeling like I'm lost in a jungle. That big, that detailed case studies are there. I will take you through, don't worry. After that, they also have given some general MCQs. The problem with this case study scenario is the size. The size of, the question, if you see, it started here. What is this page? 3rd page. Almost, at the beginning of 3rd page, it started. And see how much it is. 3rd page full, 4th page full, 5th page full, and up to 6th page. That means 3, 4, 5. So 3 papers, 3.5 papers. Extensive. So this is one case scenario. And the next scenario is relating to bank audit. Very interesting case study. They have given case scenario 2. This also we'll see. After that, they have given some general MCQs, which is comparatively easy area. Shall we start with this general MCQs? Are you ready? If you are ready, just give me a thumbs up in the chat box. Then we'll start. Okay, we have 111 participants now. May I ask Hari Krishnan to unmute and speak, please? Hari Krishnan. Hello, Hari Krishnan. Okay, so Hari Krishnan, are you available? Or we'll ask Aishwarya. Hi Aishwarya, how are you? Can you unmute yourself?
Hi sir.
Hi Aishwarya, how are you?
Fine sir.
Good. So shall we start with general MCQs?
Yes sir.
Okay, so read question number 1, please.
As per SA 210, preconditions.
Wait a minute. What is SA 210? Can someone text me in the
Agree
chat
in
box?
terms of audit engagement.
Very good. Read.
As per SA 210, preconditions for an audit do not include which of the following: acceptability of financial reporting framework, responsibility of management regarding preparation of financial statements, making available records to the auditor, integrity of key management personnel.
Okay, so this is the question. Guys, let us read it once again according to, very good, very good, very good, excellent. I'm so happy answers are coming. Which of the following is or are not a precondition for an audit? Acceptability of financial reporting framework. That means, do you think financial statements must be prepared according to Schedule 3, according to accounting standards? The answer is yes. Without that, auditor can start the audit. The answer is no. Auditor cannot start audit if financial reporting framework is not followed. That is a precondition. And management is responsible for preparation and presentation of financial statements. That is also a precondition. And the management should give access, should make the auditor, make the access of books of account to the auditor at all the business hours without any restrictions. That is also a precondition. But integrity of key managerial personnel is not there in this list. See, this anti-money laundering compliance, terrorist financing, key managerial, you might be scared looking at all these phrases and all. Anti-money laundering compliance and terrorist financing is one of the global requirements before accepting audit. This is what we call client onboarding. When you work in Big Four like KPMG, EY, Deloitte, Pricewaterhouse, then you will come to know this. Okay, so you know these things like integrity of key managerial personnel, all these things you will see as a part of your firm compliance, SQC1 you call it, or SCA 220 quality control you call it. So this comes in SQC1 and this SCA 220, but this doesn't come in SCA 210. So what is the answer? The answer for question number 1 is integrity of key managerial personnel is not a precondition to the audit. You understand? So we'll go to 2. Nazia. Nazia, can you read question number 2, please? Nazia Suleiman.
Hello, sir.
Am I audible? Hi, ma. How are you?
Good, sir.
Good. Nazia, where are you from?
I'm from Kannur.
Kannur. Very good. Read, ma.
Okay, sir. An auditor signs a false audit report knowingly. Which of the following?
Wait. Did you do it knowingly or unknowingly?
Knowingly.
Will you do it after becoming CA, Nazia?
Never, sir.
Never. Very good. I'm proud of you. So an auditor signs a false audit report knowingly, not unknowingly, knowingly. Continue.
Which of the following fundamental principles of professional ethics is violated in such a case? Option A, objectivity, integrity, professional competence and due care, professional behavior.
So you tell me, what will be the answer? Guys, tell me the answer. Oh, today so much of participation. The chat box is flooded with answers. Maybe it is because more than 100 are there. Everybody saying integrity. Do you agree with them, Nazia?
Yes, sir.
Yes, integrity is the correct answer. Because look, objectivity means the auditor should be straightforward in achieving his objective of true and fair. That is not the case here. Professional competence in due care. Competence relates to, you know, the skills and competence. Are you able to do that or you are unable to do that? So it is not that you do not have, you know, professional qualification, you do not have practical training, you do not have skill enough. This is not the situation. The situation is you signed a false audit report knowingly. So it is not the ability, it is not the issue with your competence. It is not the issue with your care. This is not the issue with your skill. This is the issue with your honesty level. You are not a person of integrity. You are not honest. It is not unprofessional behavior. It is, you know, a straight question of honesty of a person. So integrity is the correct answer. Second one is integrity. Nazia, can you read third question? Question number 3.
Sir.
Read.
Which of the following statements is most appropriate?
Wait, very dangerous question.
Okay.
Which of the following statement is most appropriate means more than one will be appropriate. So you'll be confused. Pavan sir, A is correct, B is also correct, Pavan sir. Then what to do? Which is most appropriate? So one can be 80% correct, one can be 90% correct, one can be 100% correct. So you should even think, with your common sense. It is a kind of judgment. It is a kind of your knowledge. And then you have to pick the most appropriate one. Okay, read more.
Audit program is a detailed plan of audit strategy.
Okay.
Audit program cannot be reviewed.
Okay.
Audit program is a detailed plan of applying audit procedures.
Okay.
Audit program is relevant for year for which it is prepared. It is useless for subsequent years.
Very good. So which standard deals with this? Do you think it
SA
is
300.
SA?
300. 300.
Excellent. Very good. SA 300. Okay. Now, read carefully. Some of the options can be ruled out. In any context, some of the options can be ruled out. For example, look at B. Audit program cannot be reviewed. Who said? Audit strategy or audit plan or audit program, whatever it is, once you check it out, nowhere it is stated that you cannot review. Everywhere, rather, they said that it is to be reviewed. So don't you think whatever the question is, B is a ridiculous option? Guys, all of you, please, agree with me or disagree with me. Don't you think B is a ridiculous option? So B is to be ruled out. Then D also is to be ruled out. Audit program is relevant for the year for which it is prepared. It is useless for subsequent years. Who wrote this? Slap them. This is not correct. Why this is not correct? Because as an articled assistant, as an apprentice, whenever you go and start doing your articleship, to perform audit of the current year, the first thing you refer is previous year audit working papers, previous year audited financial statements, previous year audit report, previous year audit planning, previous year audit program, isn't it? You tell me, will you refer to previous year documents or no? You will. So D is also a ridiculous point. Now in A and C, which one is correct? Let us see. Audit program is a detailed plan of audit strategy. Audit program is a detailed plan of applying audit procedures. So everybody is saying C. I'm so happy your answer is correct. But try to understand, audit program deals with the details of what is to be done, how it is to be done, by whom it is to be done. What is audit program? What is audit program? Audit program is a detailed document of what is to be done, the audit objective to be achieved in a given situation, audit assertion is to be achieved. How it is to be done, the audit procedure, the technique to be used, the process to be followed, and 3, by whom it is to be done. So obviously, you are explaining the audit procedures in a given situation. So the answer is C. The answer is C. Okay. Now, in A point, if it is audit plan extends audit strategy. If that is given, yes, A is also correct. But A here is wrong because program is not a detailed plan of strategy. First, you will develop strategy. Strategy gives you the scope and overall direction that will be elaborated in plan. Then it will lead to audit program. So first one to be prepared is audit strategy. Second one to be prepared is a detailed audit plan. Third one to be prepared is audit program. So A bit is wrong. So what is the correct answer? C. Okay. So can we go and read question number 4, all of you? Question number 4, yes or no? Yes. Very good. Amina, can you read question number 4, please? If Amina is not responding, Nazia, you can do that. Yes, Amina.
Sir.
Hi, Amina. How are you? Hello.
Hello, sir.
Read question number 4, please.
I'm Najia, sir.
Nazia, okay, no problem. Nazia, read question number 4.
Okay. A company is engaged in business of obtaining X from one day old chicks. Which of the following is not an example of an event or condition that may cast significant doubt on the ability of the company to continue as a going concern?
So imagine you are conducting audit of one entity and that entity is a poultry farm. That entity is a poultry farm. Okay, they have chicks, they produce eggs and they sell the eggs. This is the business model. Now, while performing the audit, you are looking at going concern assumption. So do you need to check the going concern assumption? The answer is yes. Management has to look at the going concern assumption and you need to verify whether management's evaluation of going concern is appropriate or no. Is it SA 570, guys? Going concern assumption is which standard?
570.
Obviously. Okay. So now you are looking at certain events or conditions that cast significant doubt. On the ability of the entity to be a going concern. What are the events that are casting, a significant doubt in your mind? They are giving you ABCD. 4 situations they are giving you. Okay, read first one.
Mortality of 90% of livestock of the company.
Livestock means animals and birds. Okay. So imagine this company has 1,000 birds. Out of 1,000 birds, 90% of the livestock mortality. So 900 birds out of 1,000 birds died. God forbid, but it happened. 900 birds have died. So do you think it will challenge the company's going concern? Nazia, what do you think?
Yes, sir.
Obviously, 90% of the stock destroyed, 90% of the livestock mortality, that can be a significant challenge for the company. So this will disturb going concern. This may disturb. I'm not saying because of this company is to be liquidated, but I'm saying it may lead to, some challenge on going concern assumption. Read B point, please.
Decision by government to ban commercial rearing of birds amidst protests by activists for preventing cruelty to animals.
So you are a vegetarian or non-vegetarian?
Non-veg.
So you eat eggs also? Obviously, no. Okay. So some idiot who is a vegetarian or who is a vegan, I'm also a vegetarian, but simply I'm telling, some idiot came onto the roads putting the board and all. Don't kill animals and birds. Because of that, government has taken a decision to ban commercial rearing of birds. There are protests by activists. So government has taken a decision to ban. So do you think this will have an effect on the company's prospects?
Yes, sir.
First, Nazia will tell who's the person doing protest. I'll go and kill him. Okay, D is also yes. Now read C.
Shifting of farm labor to respective villages due to MCNRGA scheme of government causing acute scarcity throughout the year.
Some government scheme. Because of some government scheme, there is a shift of farm labor from one place to another place, which is creating some scarcity. It could be scarcity of laborer. Throughout the year, there is a scarcity of laborer. So will it challenge going concern? The answer is yes. The answer is yes. Do you know so many enterprises, those who are in construction, builders and hotel industry, they suffer a lot because of, this labor shortage, and global multinational enterprises like, those Domino's, KFC, Subway kind of enterprises, no? They are very particular about, whenever they are giving franchise, they are very particular about availability of skilled labor. If availability of labor is not there, you cannot run the show. So even C is a big concern. Now read the D.
Increase in cost of feed of chicks by 20% during the year.
So, cost of feed of chicks, that means the food you give to the animals and birds, that food cost increased by 20%. So because of this, do you think the entity's going concern ability is challenged?
No, sir.
No, obviously no. So out of ABCD, which event is not an example of an event or condition that disturbs the ability of the going concern ability of the entity? Which one do you think? A, B, C, or D? Everybody is saying D. Correct answer. But Nazia, do you know what is the challenge? One lecturer reading the question, analyzing, explaining option 1, 2, 3, 4 in a way that helps the student, then it is easy for you to give an answer. But in the exam hall, you need to do everything for yourself. That is difficult. Okay, so we'll do question number 5. Read question number 5, please.
Letters of credit and foreign bills purchased and discounted are examples of respectively funded facility and non-funded facility, non-funded facility and funded facility, funded facility and funded facility, non-funded facility and non-funded facility.
Now, you know, one general knowledge question. What is funded facility? What is non-funded facility? You don't know?
Cash flow.
Someone texted cash flow and you are telling cash flow.
I mean, cash flow will be the for funded facility.
Excellent. Correct. In funded facility, the bank will give you cash in terms of loan, you know, but non-funded facility is something like a bank guarantee. Funds are not involved. Guarantees, letter of credits, letter of credit, letter of guarantee, and these kind of stuff. Fund is not involved. It is a non-fund facility. Now tell me, sanction limit will be there for funding or non-funding facility also? Sanction limit will be there for whom? Sanction limit will be there for funded or non-funded? Ray, shameless. Everybody is telling funded. Sanction limit will be for both put together. Write down if you have the notes. Sanction limit will be for both funded and non-funded facilities put together. So if Pavan is a borrower, if Pavan goes to, say, for example, State Bank of India, whatever the loans are, there can be cash credit, there can be overdraft, there can be term loan, there can be housing loan, there can be business loan, there can be, you know, any type of finance. There can be letter of credits, there can be letter of comforts, there can be letter of guarantees. For all the things put together, sanction limit will be given per borrower. For this borrower, how much of the sanction limit? That is different. Drawing power is different. Okay, one more question will be there, then we'll see that. Now you tell me whether letter of credit is a funded facility or non-funded facility. When you give letter of credit, you will give cash also to the borrower. To the customer, you will give cash also. No, it is non-fund. Now you tell me, what about bills purchased and discounted? Bills purchased and discounted. So when the customer of a bank comes with a bill and the bank discounted the bill, do you think bank will give cash to customer? When the bills are discounted, do you think bank will give cash to customer? The answer is yes, bank has to. That is the concept of discounting. So can I say first one is non-funded, second one is funded? Now you check the answer and tell me which option is correct. Hey, why everybody is telling D? Mental. D is not correct. First one is non-funded, second one is funded. I think B should be correct. Okay. So now all of you, are you ready to write a random exam surprise test? Take book and paper, book and pen. Then we'll write correct, incorrect, correct, incorrect, and then we'll evaluate answers. Okay, I'll also write along with you. Hello, I will also write. I also have book pen. Okay. Whoever is first will give prize. This is cheating. Eh? Okay. So state with reason in short whether the following statements are true or false. The level of sampling risk that the auditor is willing to accept will not affect the sample size. Okay, you don't need to write the reason. In the exam, you need to write the reason. Here, for classroom discussion, correct and correct is enough. For classroom discussion, correct and correct is enough. So, question number 1. Ta-da! The level of sample risk that the auditor is willing to accept will not affect the sample size. I don't know. I am confused. What to do? Hey, someone please help me now. Hello, Aishwarya madam, please copy. Hello, correct, please. Correct or incorrect? Incorrect. Everybody is saying incorrect. So I am also writing incorrect. Okay. Hey, one general knowledge question. Guys, have you copied in exam? Chalo, anyway, this is irrelevant. Okay, now 2. There is no difference between audit and review. Oh my God. Someone is saying I did when I was a kid. Shameless creature, you are a kid now also. As if you are 222 years old, you are telling. No, sir, I am legally marriable age, voting age, major, everything, sir. Okay, second one. There is no difference between audit and review. Our shameless people will write the answer. No. Audit starts with A, review starts with R. Not only this, the ending also is different. Audit ends with the T, review ends with the W. That is the reason audit and review are different. And you will get big motta. That one day chick has given motta, no? That motta will come in your exam. Shameless people. Right. Okay, shall we go to third question? Negative assertions. Put a star mark. Now our Chintu will get it out. Sorry, I do not know what is assertion. I don't know that there can be positive assertion and negative assertion. That is this question, sorry. Then you will call invigilator and ask, hey, madam, invigilator, come, madam, in this 2 fingers, touch 1 finger. Based on that, I have to write correct and correct, madam. Please, madam. Okay, so negative assertions encountered in the financial statements may be expressed or implied. Oh my God. So guys, do you think 3 is correct or incorrect? How come everybody is giving correct answers? I don't know. Hey, you're doing cheating. You are reading answers simultaneously. Hey, you are not supposed to do that. Okay, don't do that. Even if it is wrong, participate genuinely. Copy. Sorry, you are ICI member. ICI is watching you. Code of conduct and professional ethics. How can you say in exam you can copy, sir? I did not tell that. 4. Development of an audit plan is important before the establishment of overall audit strategy. Which comes first? Audit plan comes first or audit strategy comes first? Someone's mic is on. Can you please mute it? I mean, I saying strategy comes first. Now our students will use brain. Sir, but strategy comes first, she is telling. But sir, actually, if you look at our syllabus, paper 6 auditing, sir. Paper 7 SM, sir. So paper 6, strategy comes first. Audit comes first, sir. Isn't it, sir? Sir, 4 days to exam. Your mokka, semme mokka jokes. We cannot even laugh. Please tell the answer, sir. Okay. So shall we go to 5th one? An unexpected decrease in GP ratio may result due to fictitious sales. GP ratio decreases. So when you write fictitious sales, GP ratio decreases. Wow, very good. I don't know. An auditor has to report on put a star mark, put a star mark, put a star mark. 6th point is a star mark. Important question. An auditor has to report on the matter specified in section 143, subsection 1 of the Companies Act. Oh my God. I don't know. I have written incorrect. Hello, I have written incorrect. My answer is correct or incorrect? Sorry, you are confusing us, sir. Correct, sir. Answer is incorrect. Sir, that much of English we cannot understand, sir. We are not Shashi Tharoor. We are small people, sir. Okay. 8. No, 7. There is an inverse relationship. Okay. There is an inverse relationship between detection risk and combined level of inherent and control risk. Inherent and control risk put together, there is one name. What is that? Inherent risk, control risk put together, they call something. RMM, risk of material misstatement. Correct. Risk of material misstatement. Correct. Very good. So 7th one, inverse relationship. Okay. Ta-da. It is called risk of material misstatement, RMM. Correct. Last one, for auditor's opinion, reasonable assurance is absolute level of assurance. Oh my God. Okay, so everybody wrote the answers. My exam paper is ready. Okay, everybody finished exam. Shall we check the answers? Ta-dan, 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 ta-dan. One incorrect. Yay. 2 incorrect. Oh. 3 correct. 4 incorrect. 5 incorrect. 6 incorrect. Ta-dan. 7 correct. 8 incorrect. Yeah, I got 8 out of 8. Very good. Hello. How many marks you got? We'll discuss all 8, 8, 8, 7, 8, 7, 7, 7, 8, 7, 7, 7, 6, 6, 7, 6. Okay, anyone who got less than 5? Hey, these correct and correct statements are for 1 mark or 2 marks? They are given for 1 mark or 2 marks? 2 marks. Very good. Okay, so anyone who has got less than 5 correct? Now Chintu will get a common sense question. Sare, even if I get less than 5, why will I tell it to you? Do you think I am a dash? At least I don't know auditing, but I have common sense. No, I should not tell that I'm idiot. Sponsor itself won the prize. No, someone else also got 8 out of 8. Hey, who got 8 out of 8? Someone got 8 out of 8. Who's that? I think 2-3 students wrote 8. Nazia Suleiman, very good. Super. Good. Appreciation is more important than price. Sir, first you said price, now you are giving only intangible claps, tangible some price, sir. Okay, when I come to Kannur, I'll give you, don't worry. So now shall we see the answers? Shall we see the answers? Okay. The level of sampling risk that the auditor is willing to accept will not affect the sample size. Guys, you tell me one thing. You tell me one thing. If sample size is more sample size, do you think sample risk will be less? Sample size and sample risk. If sample size is more, sample size and sample risk. Sample size is high. That means, say for example, you are conducting 30% sampling. Sample size is low. For example, you are conducting 10% sample. Now you tell me in this two situations. I have given you two situations, A and B. I have given you two situations, A and B. You tell me in which situation risk will be high. Do you think in situation A risk is high or situation B risk is high? In situation B risk is high risk. So can I say situation A low risk? That means sample size and sample risk are not directly related, they are inversely related. So a high sample size will result in low sample risk. Low sample size will reflect in high sample risk. But what did they say? What did they say? The level of sample risk will not affect sample size. Actually, they affect sample size, no? Some shameless guy is writing on my board. Ray, write on your paper, Ray. Why you are writing on my board? Sir, here, your board, my board, no difference, sir. Jo tera hai, wo mera hai. Your board is my board, sir. Okay, shameless guy. So one, do you understand? Can we go to two? Can we go to two? Reason is also important. Writing reason is also important. In audit and review, I don't know the answer. I will ask you, tell me. In audit and review, there is one high assurance, reasonable assurance. There is one limited assurance engagement. Reasonable assurance engagement, limited assurance engagement. Both are engagements. Audit is an engagement, review is also an engagement. Both are engagements. Both are assurance engagements. There are two types of engagements, okay? One is assurance engagement, another one is consulting engagement. For example, Archana came to my office and said, Pavan sir, you are CA. Pavan sir, you are in practice. Pavan sir, you do only audits or you can do consulting also. Pavan sir, can you value shares of a private limited firm, private limited company? Can you value share? Now you tell me, do you think that is assurance engagement or that is consultancy? I don't know. Do you think that is assurance engagement or consultancy? It is consultancy. Why? Opinion is not given. Statement of facts will be given. Opinion is not given. Judgment is not there. So audit and review, both of them are assurance engagements. In that, you tell me, reasonable assurance, shall I write under audit or shall I write under review? I don't know. You tell me. Reasonable assurance, shall I put under audit or shall I put under review? Everybody saying put under audit. Okay, majority prevails. I am following you. Limited assurance, you tell me, under which I need to put review. What is the difference, you know? What is the difference? You need to write it. Audit is a reasonable assurance engagement. In audit, the auditor expresses a high, positive, and a reasonable assurance. Whereas in case of review engagements, the level of assurance given will be comparatively lower. Limited assurance will be given. This is what you need to write the reasoning. Otherwise, you will not get marks. You will not get marks. Audit will be for annual financial statements. Review will be for interim financial statements. Audit will be for annual financial statements. Review will be for interim financial statements. You can write this also. Normally, audits are reasonable assurance engagements that happens in case of audit of annual financial statements. Whereas reviews are limited assurance engagements. Normally, interim financial statements will be subjected to review. Now, one practical bite, which is not written in any textbooks. You will not see this in textbook. With practical knowledge, I'm asking you one question. Try to answer it. Internal control system. Sir, then the term interim auditor, interim audit and interim financial statements are not related. Okay. So don't say there also interim is there, here also interim is there, matching. No. Interim audit means between one financial audit, another financial audit you are doing. Interim audit can be monthly audit, quarterly audit. In between financial years, you are doing audit. That is interim audit. That's all. It has no connection. Interim audit can be done in case of, statutory audit also. Akshay, there is no connection between interim financial statements and interim audit. Okay. Don't give heart attack to the person who's evaluating your paper. Okay. Headache, Amrutanjan. Okay. Heart attack, no. Show some mercy to person evaluating paper. They're also human beings. No, sir. They are giving questions which I do not know. I will write answers he doesn't know. Kabalida. What will happen? Motta will happen. Okay. So you tell me, is it necessary for the auditor to evaluate internal control system? Is it necessary for the auditor to evaluate internal control system as a part of planning? I'll tell you one super duper point which you do not know. I'll tell you one super duper point. Evaluation of internal control system will happen only in one out of these two. Audit and review. Out of these two, in one you will do evaluation of internal control, in another you do not do. Now you tell me under which assurance engagement you do evaluation of internal controls. Here, ta-da! In case of review, normally internal control system evaluation will not happen. Review is basically, see, my intention is not to give you just correct and correct. Okay. I just want to give you some conceptual understanding. I just want to give you some confidence overall. I just want to revise the concepts. So I am discussing a lot. Otherwise, I would have told this is correct, this is incorrect, khatam. But I just want to give you some brush up of the concepts. Okay. So in review engagement, normally, what we do, in review engagements, we go for inquiries. We'll inquire the management, we'll inquire the employees. We obtain confirmations. Based on that, we'll complete the assignment. Thorough evaluations, internal control systems will not be there. So, uper say, I'm not saying namesake, but you will not dig in detail. And another thing is, in case of audit, you give positive assurance. In case of review, you tell me which assurance you'll give, positive assurance or negative assurance. Negative assurance. Why? Here you say, we have conducted audit of financial statements of X Limited for the period ending blah, 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 blah. And the financial statements are showing true and fair view. Ta-dan, ta-dan, ta-dan. This is audit report, yes or no? Do you agree with me? Audit report will be given like this. Guys, do you agree with me? Review. We have conducted review of interim financial statements of X Limited for the quarter ended, and nothing came to our attention or knowledge to conclude that the financial statements are not showing true and fair. Oh my God, we have conducted review of interim financial statements of the entity for so and so quarter, and nothing came to our attention to conclude that the financial statements are not showing true and fair view. Here you are telling that the financial statements are prepared in all material aspects as per the applicable financial reporting framework, and there are no material misstatements. This is what you told. Yes or no? Yes or no? Do you agree with me? This yellow color statement, do you agree with me? This is what we give in case of audit. The financial statements are prepared as per applicable financial reporting framework, and there are no material misstatements. Here you will tell no material misstatements were identified. No material mistake, nothing came to our attention to conclude that there are material misstatements. Nothing came to our notice to conclude that there are material misstatements in financial statements. So don't you think this language is negative? Nothing came to our notice to conclude that there are material misstatements in financial statements. So basically what you are doing, here you are telling John is a good boy. Here you are telling nothing came to our notice to conclude that John is a bad boy. When you tell this, the person asks, do you mean John is a good boy? You said, no. Did I say John is a good boy? No, I told you that nothing came to my notice to conclude that John is a bad boy. Having said that, I'm not saying John is a good boy. There they said financial statements are showing true and fair view. Here they are saying nothing came to my notice to conclude financial statements are not showing true and fair. This is the difference between audit and review. See how beautiful it is. In my regular class about absolute assurance, positive and regular reasonable assurance, negative and limited assurance, no assurance, assurance and consulting, about this I will explain 2 hours. Correct, Arya? He may be a bad boy, but nothing came to my notice. See, it is something like, someone asked whether this guy smokes. Okay, so if you are auditor, you are saying, yes, this guy smokes. No, this guy doesn't smoke. Yes, true and fair view. No, no true and fair view. You are telling that if you are auditor. If you are a reviewer, then what you tell, someone asked you whether this guy smokes. You'll tell, reviewer tells, I never saw him smoking. He smokes, he doesn't smoke, I don't know. I never saw him smoke. You understand? Shall we continue? Hello. We have more questions to discuss. Can we go to next question? Do you understand difference between review? Today it is correct and incorrect statement. Tomorrow it can be a 5 marks question, no? So if it is given for 5 marks question, what is the difference between audit and review? Can you write now? If it is given for a 5 marks question, the kind of, explanation and knowledge I have given, will you be able to write 5 marks question? Yes. Negative assertions encountered in financial statements may be expressed or implied. Correct. What is a positive assertion? See, for example, this is balance sheet of X Limited. This side liabilities rupees, this side assets rupees. Okay, now Arya Prasad will say, sir, you will fail a CA exam if you write a balance sheet like this, shameless, sir. How can you write a balance sheet like this? Schedule 3. Oh, hello. Just for the sake of classroom example, I'm giving. I know pro forma of balance sheet. Okay. Now you don't use your brain in saying that this guy doesn't know balance sheet pro forma also, and he is teaching auditing. Seriously, I know. Okay, so under the assets side, hey, tell me one thing. Debtors shall I put under assets or liabilities? Debtor is an asset or liability? Asset. Everybody is saying asset. So I'll write debtors here. 10 crores. Or 100 rupees. Okay, now you tell me, when I have put a debtors 100 rupees, what do you mean? What is the assertion made by management in debtors 100 rupees? What is the assertion, or what are the assertions? What are the assertions? Can I say directly, indirectly, explicitly, implicitly? Directly, indirectly, explicitly, implicitly, management is saying that the entity sells goods on credit. Can I say that the entity sells goods on credit? Otherwise, debtor will not be there. Do you agree with me? Is this an assertion? Yes. Two. The above debtors are considered to be good and collectible. Yes or no? So this is the assurance. This is the assertion. The above debtors are considered to be good and collectible. If it is not collectible, if it is not good, I would not have written that. But I am not saying in my balance sheet or in my notes to accounts, in my financial statements, I am not saying that debtors 100 rupees are considered to be collectible. I don't need to tell that. I don't need to tell that. I said debtors 100. You understand. Assertion can be implied. You understand that it is good and collectible. Now you tell me, if there is no debtors in balance sheet, indirectly the company is saying that the company doesn't sell goods on credit. If there is no work in progress or raw materials in balance sheet, the entity indirectly saying that they are traders and not manufacturers. Obviously, these are negative assertions. A student may argue by saying that, Pavan sir, even if they give credit also, debtors can be zero. You can argue, which is not practical. I have never seen a balance sheet with the debtors zero if they sell goods on credit. You can argue, no sir, they sell goods on credit, but all the customers paid money on the balance sheet date. That is the reason on the balance sheet date, debtors is zero, but the company gives credit. This argument you can make, which has no sense. In reality, it doesn't happen. In reality, when you go to conduct audit, if debtors is zero, call them and ask why debtors is zero. They'll tell you, sir, we don't sell goods on credit. That's all. No one will tell you we sell goods on credit, but all the customers paid money. That is the reason debtor is zero. No one will tell you. So these are negative assertions. If the buildings amount, or if the buildings column or line item is not even in balance sheet, you tell me, what is the meaning of this? You have opened the balance sheet of a company. There is no line item building. So can a company, can an entity exist? Can an entity exist without owning building? Obviously, yes. I don't have house. I'll take it on rent. It is not necessary that every business premises must be owned by me. Even my office is a rented premises. I have my office in rented premises. These are negative assertions, You understand? So now tell me, negative assertions encountered in financial statements may be implied. Yes or no? You tell me. Correct or incorrect? Now you tell me, correct or incorrect? I'm looking at your answer. Negative assertions in financial statements may be expressed or may be implied. Correct. This is correct. Very good. Development of an audit plan is important before establishment of overall audit strategy. I'm not going to spend more time on this because I clearly told you, first you have to develop audit strategy, formulate audit strategy, which sets the direction and scope of the audit. Based on that, audit plan will be developed. So audit plan is important before overall audit strategy. Is this correct or incorrect? Fourth one, correct or incorrect? Hello. Reply. Very good. Correct. Your answer is right. Incorrect. Okay. So an unexplained decrease in GP ratio because of fictitious sales. Now you tell me, if you write fictitious sales, do you think GP will be high or GP will be low? Fictitious sales will increase GP or decrease GP? Please understand, fictitious sales will increase GP. Fictitious purchases. See, all these questions can be asked. You should be very, very, very careful. Fictitious sale. Fictitious purchase. Understatement of sales. Unrecorded sales. Understatement of purchases. Unrecorded purchases. Overstatement of expenses. Understatement of expenses. Overvaluation of closing stock. Undervaluation of closing stock. Overvaluation of opening stock. Undervaluation of opening stock. Oh my God. This is called killing the subject. There cannot be more permutations, combinations. Here you can write gross profit, and in the next column you can write cost of production or cost of total cost also. This and this will be inverse. If profit is increasing, cost will decrease. If cost is increasing, profit will decrease. Simple. Is this a credit item or a debit item? Is it increasing the credits or decreasing the credits? Based on that, you can pay. Fictitious sale will increase gross profit ratio. Yes or no? Fictitious purchases will decrease. Understatement of sales, you are reducing sales, decrease. Unrecorded sale, decrease. Sales unrecorded, less recorded. Understatement of purchases, purchases are less. Purchases are less. Gross profit will be high. Unrecorded purchases, see, 100 rupee purchase writing 80 is understatement. 100 rupee purchase voucher eliminating is unrecorded. Increase. Overstatement of expenses will decrease profit. Understatement of accruals will increase profit. Overvaluation of closing stock, increase. Undervaluation of closing stock, decrease. Overvaluation of opening stock overvalued, decrease. Opening stock undervalued, increase. So you understand this? Shall we go to next one? An auditor has to report on matters specified. Listen, 143.1, section 143.1. What is the nature of the matters? What is the nature of matters? Given in section 143.1. What is the nature? There is a beautiful word used here. Very good. Inquiry and reporting. It is not reporting, it is inquiry and reporting. First, you made an inquiry. The auditor has to inquire whether ABCDEF, the auditor has to inquire about certain specified matters. Whether personal expenses are charged to revenue. In case where the shares are issued, so and so. Transactions merely represented by book entries. In case of loans made by the company on the basis of security, so and so. Now imagine during the year I have not issued any shares. The whole point is not applicable to me. So on inquiries made, if the auditor gets a positive and satisfactory reply, if the auditor gets an adverse or unsatisfactory reply. Now, in these two situations, you tell me, only in one situation auditor will report. This is situation A, this is situation B. In these two situations, only in one situation auditor will report. Situation A, B, report. Situation A, no need to report. But 143.3 matters are not like that. Whether books of account are kept, then you have to tell whether books of account are properly maintained. Yes, books of account are properly maintained. If books of account are not properly maintained, then you need to say no, books of account are not maintained. Accounting standards are maintained, accounting standards not maintained. So 143.3, you need to report both the sides. Pavan sir, satisfactory performance by the company, report. Pavan sir, unsatisfactory performance by the company, report. 143.1 is not like that. You understand? This can be asked for a 5 marks or 6 marks question also. What are the matters to be specified in auditor's report only when the auditor has received adverse or unsatisfactory response on inquiries made? Student will get mental. Sir, what is this question? Simple. They're asking you to write 143.1 matters. What are the matters to be reported by the auditor only when he received unsatisfactory answers on an inquiry made? Pawan sir, what is the answer? 143.1. That's all. There is an inverse relationship between detection risk and combined level of inherent and control risk. Okay, now tell me, combined level of inherent risk and control risk. This is detection risk. If this is high, what this should be? Obviously low. If this is low, what this can be? I see. The overall audit risk must be kept at a reasonable or acceptable level. The overall audit risk must be kept at a reasonable or accepted level. That is the reason if this is high, this can be low. If this is low, this can be high. So this combination will result in overall audit risk at acceptably lower level. So what is the statement given? There is inverse relationship between these two, A and B. What is A? Detection risk. B, combined level of IRCR. Correct. For auditor's opinion, reasonable assurance is an absolute level of assurance. Can you give absolute assurance in case of audit? Can you give absolute assurance in case of audit? Very good. You tell me why you cannot give. Why you cannot give absolute assurance? There is one phrase, beautiful phrase. Due to the presence of inherent limitations of audit. Due to the presence of inherent limitations of audit. That's all. That is done. You understand? You understand? So shall we continue? Shall we continue? Shall we continue? So this is theory. I'm not going into theory. Matters arising after this is also theory. Let us look at some interesting and important questions. See, this is one important question because repetitively they'll ask this. Audit of items of financial statements. Okay, I have given you a very simple technique. In 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you can learn the whole audit of items of financial statements that already I told you, which is available in the channel. If time permits, I'll tell you that again. Don't worry about it. Company audit. Company audit. Oh my God, we'll say this. Company audit. Okay, so who's going to read this? Arya Prasad, can you read this, ma? Okay, Amina, read. Amina, we are unable to hear you. Are you speaking? I can see the mic is turned on, but we cannot hear. And who's the other girl who read in the previous question? Is it Nazia? Someone please read it fast now.
Hello, sir.
Hi, ma. Who's this?
I'm Nazia, sir.
Nazia, read question number 21, please.
Okay. XYZ Limited is engaged in the business of shoes having geographical presence across India. Following details are available from last audited financial statements.
Wait. What is the first thing you need to identify when you are reading this question? Is it a private limited company or a public limited company? Is it a private limited company or a public limited company? Amina, no problem. I understand there is some issue in your mic. No problem. No need to say sorry. Okay, that is a very big word. Unless you are in Europe, sorry is a very big word. Okay, so first thing is whether it is a public limited company or a private limited company. Next, if it is a public limited company, is it a listed company or unlisted company? So unless it is given very clearly that it is a listed company, you can assume that it is an unlisted company. So now you tell me, is it a listed company? Any information about the listing status? Any information about the listing status? Can I say that it is unlisted company? Yes, it is unlisted company. Okay. Continue. Nazia, read it.
Hello.
Read.
Paid up capital as of 31st March 2021, 9.8 crores.
Okay.
Turnover for financial year 2020-21, 98 crores. Outstanding loan from bank as on 31st March 2021, 25 crores. Liability on outstanding debentures as on 31st March 2021, 26 crores. Comment on the applicability of constitution of audit committee for XYZ Limited for the financial year 2021-22 based on the above information.
Very good. Audit committee section, is it 177?
177.
Correct. So 177. Now, do you think while writing answer for this question, do you think first I need to write 177 applicability? While writing the presentation, when I am presenting the answer in the exam, do you think I need to write, the student has to write section 177 applicability first? Yes. After writing the applicability, you need to discuss. Remember, whenever you are writing a practical question, your answer should consist of 4 steps or minimum 3. 3 and 4 can be combined. So minimum 3 steps. Sir, what are that 4 steps? 1, provision of law or relevant accounting standard or relevant standard on audit or point of Caro. So first you need to write what is the, see, this is applicable for accounting standards also. You write accounting standards in group 1, paper 1 and group 2, paper 5. So if there is any, whether the borrowing cost can be capitalized, first you need to write the relevant provision there. So this is 1. 2. What has happened in the company? This is facts given in the question. What has happened in the company? The company appointed auditor in so and so circumstance in so and so manner. The company has paid up capital of so and so. The company has reserves of so and so. What has happened in the company? Facts given in the question. So you need to rewrite, paraphrasing the same situation. Whatever is given in the question, you can rewrite it here. Paraphrasing is always better. 3. Discuss step 2 in the light of step 1. That means you are connecting what has happened in the company with the provision of law. Therefore, according to the provisions of company law, in case of appointment of auditor of A Limited, that means you are connecting 1 and 2. 4. 3 is analysis. 4. Conclusion. 3 is analysis. 4 is conclusion. Analysis and conclusion, you can club and write. No problem. If that is the case, your answer will have 3 parts. This is the pro forma. So guys, all of you understand how to write answer for any practical question? This step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, they are very crucial. They are very important. If you do not follow it, you will not get marks. Your answer could be right. Remember, there are always 3 answers to ICI question. First one is correct answer. Second one is wrong answer. Third one is ICI answer. You write correct answer, you will not get marks. You'll write wrong answer, you will not get marks. You write ICAI answer, then only you will get marks. Sir, this is sadism, sir. No, this is what I want, how I want, when I want, where I want, in the procedure I want it. Specifications. So you need to write in this format. This is ICAI style of answer. Okay, now coming back to the question. For audit committee, for audit committee in case of a public company. It is not a listed company. If it is listed company, tell me one thing. If it is listed company, will you consider this para? If it is listed company, will you consider this para? The answer is no. No. If it is a listed company, every listed company must have audit committee. If it is a public limited company which is not listed, then you look at this para. Then you have to look at 3 parameters. What are the 3 parameters? 1, paid up capital. 2, turnover of the entity. 3, loans from banks and financial institutions, including debentures. So now tell me whether test 1 is within the limit or no. Paid up capital should be 10 crores as per the provision. Is it within the limit or no? Within the limit or no? It is less than the limit. It is within the limit, less than the limit. Now you tell me, turnover for financial year 98 crores. Is it within the limit or exceeding the cutoff? Within the limit or exceeding the cutoff? Within the limit. But my dear friends, why someone is saying no? It is within the limit. It has not exceeded. Loan from banks, financial institutions, debentures put together. Criteria is 50, but here it is 51. It is 51. Now you tell me, audit committee, setting up audit committee is mandatory here or no? You tell me, audit committee is mandatory or no? Yes, audit committee is mandatory. Why? Because the loans from bank and debentures put together is more than 50. So audit committee is mandatory as per 177. Okay, so can we go to next question? Can someone read question number 22, please? Can someone read question number 22? Who's reading? Arun S. Or someone is already on, mic is on. Arun S, can you read this question?
Yes, sir.
Yep, please read.
S Private Limited has a paid up share capital of 49 crores and borrowings from bank of 99 crores.
Wait, what will you observe first? First, what will you observe?
It's a private company.
Yes, private company. It is a private company. Okay, read.
The audit firm P&C Company was appointed as statutory auditors of the company for one term of 5 consecutive years, but that the provision of rotation of auditors applicable to the company.
So what is the question? Whether the provisions of rotation of auditors, is it 139.2?
Yes, sir. 139.
What is rotation of auditors? Is it 139.2?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now let me change the question. I am not asking this question. We'll discuss about this question also. Now tell me whether appointment of auditor is valid. I'm changing the question, whether appointment of the auditor is valid. Someone is saying no. Appointment of auditor is valid. Someone is saying no. What is the name of the person? I do not know. So another one is saying company, yes, no, yes, no. Hello, I want your participation. Body corporate, so what? Faisal is saying valid. Very good. For any entity disqualified, disqualified. Where is the discussion about qualification, disqualification here? Right? Don't give heart attack answers. No. I see this kind of answers, but where is the topic of disqualification here? This is not about disqualification. No. The word itself is wrong. The moment you write the auditor is disqualified, 0. Listen, whether the appointment of auditor is valid, if that is the question, the answer is yes, the appointment of auditor is valid. whether it is a private limited company or public limited company, no, Philna, try to understand, the audit firm was appointed as statutory auditor of the company for one term of 5 consecutive years. Till this it is valid. No, that is the reason I said I am changing the question. I am not speaking about rotation of auditors. I am speaking about appointment of the auditor. Appointment of the auditor is valid because it is made for one term of 5 consecutive years. Rotation comes in the second term, no? Whether P and company can be reappointed again, then you need to look at rotation provision. Now rotation provision is not required. So question number 1, whether the appointment of auditor is valid? Yes. Whether the appointment of the auditor is valid? Yes. Now let us come to this question, whether provisions of rotation of auditors applicable to the company. Here there is a trap. How dangerous ICI is. You know, ICI all the time will stand beside you like Kattappa. In the exam hall, Kattappa himself will kill Bahubali. Too much more. So guys, if you recollect reappointment provisions, now you tell me whether this, rotation of auditors, is it applicable to small company and 1-person company? Small company and OPC, whether rotation of provisions is applicable? The answer is no. The answer is no. Is it applicable to private limited companies? Yes. But yes, for private limited companies, correct. Yes. Here it is 50. Here also it is 15. Paid up capital, how much more? What is the limit for paid up capital? 100. Huh? For private 50. What about this borrowings? 50. But here they have given 99 crores. So auditor cannot be reappointed. Rotation of auditors is applicable to them. Rotation of auditors is applicable. Appointment of auditor is valid. Question number 21. No, 22. Okay. See, for private limited companies having a paid up share capital of 50 crores, 139.2, private limited companies having a paid up share capital of 50 crores. Now you tell me whether the paid up capital is more than 50. Do you think it is within the limit? Do you think it is within the limit? Yes, it is within the limit. No problem. No problem with paid up capital. But where is the problem? All companies, see, here they are telling about unlisted public companies, because listed public company always it applies. Listed public company always it applies. For unlisted public company, share capital 10 crore or more. For private limited company, share capital 50 crore or more. For both A and B, for unlisted public company or for private company, all companies, public borrowings from financial institutions, banks, public deposits of 50 crores or more. Okay, but in the question, don't you think they have 99 crores? Now you tell me, looking at borrowings from bank 99 crores, you tell me whether rotation of auditor is applicable. You tell me whether rotation of auditor is applicable. Yes, Khatam. Full stop. Hey, Faisal is saying why? No. Rotation of auditor is applicable. Hey, what are you telling? Oh, no to the second term. No, my question is whether rotation of auditor is applicable. Yes. Can he be appointed again for second term? No. Correct. So are we clear? Is everyone clear on question number 22? Do you understand question number 22? Can we move on? Can we move on? I'm not looking at some, straight and easy questions. For example, look at this 23rd question. What are the circumstances under which retiring auditor can be reappointed? Come on, seriously. Okay, now question number 26. Okay, can you read this question number 26? Aishwarya, are you there? Aishwarya? Nazia, read this question, please.
CA Pavan is appointed as statutory branch auditor of 2 branches of a nationalized bank for financial year 2021-22. During the course of audit, he came across the following. While verifying advances of one semi-urban branch, he noticed substantial number of accounts categorized as SMA. In this context, explain the nature and significance of SMA.
Wait, what is SMA? What is SMA? Special mention account. What is that? How many categories are there in SMA?
3 categories.
No. It is not 3 categories. SMA will have how many categories? 3. SMA 0, SMA 1, SMA 2. What is basically SMA? It is something like early warning system. Early warning system. That means red flags, alarm. Those cases where there is a possibility of becoming potential NPA in future. Oh my God, this account can be NPA in future. So it is something like, prevention is better than cure. So when it becomes NPA, when your hands will be burnt, that time instead of applying burnal to your hand, RBI told banks, dear banks, be vigilant, keep your eyes open, scrutinize accounts carefully. If there is any, any account with some threat, with some special alert, you need to be careful. So they said SMA 0, SMA 1, SMA 2. SMA 0 is risky cases. SMA 1 is 31 to 60 cases. Means, overdue. Overdue more than 90, it will become NPA. Overdue is less than 90 only. But it is between, 31 to 60. Then it will be SMA 1. 61 to 90, SMA 2. Correct? Explain the nature and significance. Simple. It is to prevent future NPS. That's all. There is no great answer in that. Now read B part. Nazia, read B part, please.
While verifying interest income of a mid-corporate branch of an urban center, having advances consistently of only cash credit limits for large borrowers, it was noticed that advances of rupees 300 crores were outstanding as on balance sheet date, carrying average interest rate at 8% per annum.
So tell me, what is the total amount of advances?
300 crores.
What is the interest rate?
8% per annum.
8% per annum. What is the interest collectible? Is it 300 into 8%? No. No. Next, one big guy came with background music. Okay, super. SS Taman BGM. One big guy came. What is the name of this big guy? Articled clerk. Oh my God. Hey, now tell me something. Common sense. I'm not reading the question. Articled clerk told something. In the question, there is a screenplay where I said articled clerk told something. Do you think that will be correct or wrong? Sir, you are insulting us. Half of us are articled assistants, 100 students in class, more than 50 are articled assistants. But trust me, if ICI compiles a question, in that question articled assistant is there, he told something, it will be wrong. Sir, you are a psycho people, sir. Simply because you passed CA, you do not have any respect to us. How much of work we are doing? If we are not there, how will you run your CA firms and all, sir? 2 partners, 20 articled assistants. We do donkey job, paid slavery, 2,500 rupees you will give, 2 crore rupees you will take. What kind of person, sir? On the day of judgment, God will fry you in chicken pakoda. Like chicken pakoda, you will become Pavan Pakoda, sir. Chalo, jokes apart, what this great articled assistant said, let us see. One articled clerk in audit team makes quick back of envelope calculations of interest income, 24 crores on advances. Oh my God. However, schedule of P&L shows interest income on advances for 10 crores on. So your calculation is 24 crores. But in books of account, in P&L, there is only interest income 10 crores. Discuss any 2 probable reasons for such variation. 10 crores is not fraud. 10 crores is correct. Why there is a difference? What can be probable reason? That is the question. Can someone tell me the answer? So Nazia, what do you think? NPA? No. No. There is no NPA in the question. It is not because of NPA. Simple, ma. Try to understand. They are cash credit, ma. All their advances consisting of only cash credit limit. If cash credit limit is 300 crores, they will not pay interest on limit, no. They will pay interest on utilization. So probably the utilization of cash credit can be less than the sanction limit, no? Yes or no? For example, if you take my credit card, my credit card limit is 10 lakhs. But my usage can be 2,000. Are you getting my point? So the 300 crores are the advances. That means in case of cash credit and overdraft, interest will be charged when the customer uses it. It depends on the utilization, yes or no? Yes. So they need not pay on 300 crores. Point number 1. Point number 2. Point number 2. What if an advance is given in the month of March? In the month of February, balance sheet date is 31st March. So towards the balance sheet date, if any loan is given, do you think you will collect interest for full year? No, that is one reason. So they are asking you 2 reasons. Why the interest income recognized in books is less than 24 crores. You understand? Simple. Point number 1. In case of overdraft and cash credits, interest will be charged based on the utilization of customer, but not based on the sanction. This is first reason for less interest than 24 crores. Second reason, there will be so many loans which are sanctioned towards the balance sheet date or later parts of the year. So obviously, interest income cannot be charged for full year. It will be charged only for part of the year. That is another reason why this 24 crores is not the correct amount. So you understand these 2 reasons? Hello. Sir, what if the balance is average balance? So what? If the balance is average balance also, your 2 reasons will be same. Akshay, even if the balance is average balance also, still it holds good. You can still write this 2 question number points 1 and 2, whatever I have explained, you can write even if it is average balance, no problem. Then, okay. Faisal, can you read question number 28A? After that, we'll go and we'll do case study scenario.
Hello, sir.
Yes. Hi, how are you? Faisal, read first question, 28A, first part.
You have been appointed as an auditor of ABC Limited, ABC Hotel for financial year 2021-22. As an auditor, what are the special points that need to be considered in verifying the inventories in the nature of food and
beverage? So, guys, my intention is not to explain the answer for this question, but please read the question carefully. Read the question carefully. They did not ask you, how will you conduct audit of ABC Hotel? Half the students will write this mistake in case of audit of a hotel, 1, 2, 3. No, wrong, wrong, wrong. You cannot write audit of a hotel. Your question should be only for food and beverages. Do you agree with me? Guys, your answer should be only for food and beverages. You cannot write answer for audit of ABC Hotel. Point number 1. Point number 2. You cannot write how to conduct audit of food and beverages for this question. Very interesting. How do you conduct audit of food and beverage? No, it is not that question. The question is, what are the special points that need to be considered? That means what? Internal control systems on food and beverages, you need to write first. Food and beverages, there should be a strict control on the movement of the goods. Inflow and outflow of food and beverages into the stores and the godown should be monitored and controlled, should be recorded. Documents should be in place. Issues should be only based on approval. Goods should be stored in lock and key. Only authorized personnel are allowed to access the goods inside the godown. Unauthorized people's access must be restricted. These are the points you need to write. 99% of the students will write wrong answers. 99% of the students. That is the reason I told you this is very important. Read the question carefully. Read the answers carefully. And you need to read at least 3 RTPs and 3 previous year question papers to understand what is appropriate answer for a given question. For a given question, what is appropriate answer? So you cannot, write some answer in general, like Ramayana Mahabharata. In general, you cannot write. I give one, common example about audit evidence. If they write, what are the points to be considered for evaluating the reliability of audit evidence? You might have done so much in audit evidence and audit documentation chapter that I think chapter 3 audit audit evidence is there. After that, the whole 5 series. Okay, standard and auditing 500, and the whole 5 series is audit evidence only. You know a lot about audit evidence, and the student will start writing what is audit evidence and all. What are the procedures to obtain audit evidence? What are the techniques? Who asked you all this? Your answer should be pinpointed to the question. You cannot write something about audit evidence. When they asked you about reliability, there are 4 golden rules. Write the 4 golden rules, that's all. Written evidence is more reliable than oral evidence. Evidence obtained directly by auditor from third party is more reliable than evidence submitted by management. External evidence is more reliable than internal evidence. Internal evidence is reliable when internal control systems are strong. Over. Full stop. 5 out of 5 you'll get. So what are you going to do? How many RTPs you will read? 3. How many previous year question papers you read? 3. Not to learn auditing, but just to learn how answer should be written to a given question. How answer should be written to a given question. So will you practice this 3 RTPs? Yes or no? Hello, hello. Will you practice this 3 RTPs? Yes or no? Very good. So there are two questions, case study 1 and 2. We'll do one question I'll do homework. Now you tell me, you want me to do question number 1 or question number 2? Question number 1 is on audit report. Question number 2 is on bank audit. Question number 1 is on audit report. Question number 2 is on bank audit. Which one you want me to do? Some students are saying 1, some are saying 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Two is actually easier. One is also easy. I feel both are easy. Chalo, many of them are asking 2. Okay, chalo, we'll do 2. So who's going to read this 2? Hari Krishnan. Can you read? Hari Krishnan? If Hari Krishnan is not reading, Nazia, you read more.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, you are audible.
Bharat Bank, a nationalized bank, has branches all over India and has been the most popular public sector bank in India for the past few years. The bank is governed by the Banking Regulations Act 1949, and the central statutory auditors of the bank, ABC and Associates, were appointed according to the provisions of relevant enactments. The engagement partner, CA commenced the audit with his team of 7 members so that the audit is completed on time and all the documents are submitted before the due date. The audit at all the branches also started simultaneously, and ABC and Associates was in constant touch with all the branch auditors to ensure timely completion of the audit.
Hold on. So all of you, one second. All of you read this question and tell me, is there any important thing to be considered there, or just, story, screenplay, they have added some masala, but there is nothing in this para? You tell me. Read and tell me if there is something important in this para. All of you read. Just I'm giving 20 seconds or 10 seconds to you. That's all. Nothing great. Leave it. Continue.
As per the audit strategy and plan, CAQ along with Ms. R and Mr. P were assigned the audit of the advances of Bharat Bank. Advances constituted the largest item on the asset side of the balance sheet of the bank. Since audit of advances is one of the most important areas covered by auditors in a bank audit, it was assigned to CAQ since he was aware of the various functional areas of the banks or branches, its processes, procedures, systems, and prevailing internal controls with regard to advances.
So
CAQ
in this para,
started
one second. In this para, what they are saying is advances constitute one of the largest items in the balance sheet. For any bank, advances is the largest item. That is the reason one qualified chartered accountant along with the 2 semi-qualified, 2 assistants, he is doing that. So he is aware of all the processes, procedures, systems, prevailing internal controls and all. So in this para also, there is nothing twisted or there is nothing important. So it is just like story, flow of the story. Next, third para, read more.
CAQ started with verifying whether the advances were classified as per RBI prudential norms. There were 5 categories of advances which were available to CAQ for verification.
Can you keep the mic near to you? Can you keep the mic near to you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Is it fine? Okay, sir. Standard, regular, substandard, doubtful, loss, and special mention accounts. An aging analysis was available for doubtful advances and special mention accounts, which was examined in detail by CAQ. So
even in this third para also, they are telling only the procedures. There is no labs, there is nothing, no case study, nothing to be really looked into. Again, it is flow of the story. Okay, next, continue.
Mr. R, on being instructed by CAQ, verified the securities offered by the borrowers for bank finance for a particular customer named Aqua Brass Private Limited.
Now,
the security was in the
First case study is coming. So you should know that here there can be one MCQ. So there is a customer named Aqua Brass Private Limited. Okay, continue.
The security was in the form of delivery of goods by Aquabras to Bharat Bank with the intention of creating a charge thereon as a security for the advance.
Wait. What is the security? It is not the goods. It is delivery of goods. Underline. It is not goods. It is delivery of goods. So physical delivery of goods is given. What is this called? Is it mortgage? Is it hypothecation? Is it pledge? What it is? When you have given delivery of goods, what is that kind of advance? Akhil is saying pledge. Okay. What about others? Shibil is saying pledge. Is it a mortgage? Is it a hypothecation? Hypothecation will not involve delivery of goods. Goods will be in your godown only, but right will be in the hand of bank. That is hypothecation. Mortgage happens on immovable property. Mortgage happens on immovable property. So delivery of good is given. If delivery is retained, it is lien. If delivery of goods is given, it is pledge. So can I say that this is pledge?
Yes, sir.
The legal ownership of the goods remained with Aquabras. So goods will be with you, legal right will be with bank is hypothecation. Goods legal right will be with you, possession will be with bank is pledge. You understand? Okay, continue.
In case of another customer named Prism Works, there was a transfer of a life insurance policy in favor of the bank as security.
Wait. What is it called? Transfer of life insurance policy in the bank is called what? Very good, Akhil. Correct. What about others? Assignment. So these two loans, can I say the security is pledge and assignment? Okay, read ma. Continue.
The bank had absolute right over the policy. Ms. R examined all the relevant documents for the above two cases in detail. She continued with her examination of other securities based on the sample selected by her.
Correct. One case study is over. Next, read.
So turn over the page. It's not visible.
Huh?
Yes. While checking the classification of NPA, Mr. P came across a customer named Trustworthy, whose term loan installment was overdue for 90 days at the year end, but it was 100% secured against the office building. The same was classified as a substandard asset.
Wait, this is one case study. So in this, can you tell me what is the most important thing? Very important thing is there. Very important thing. Can you tell me what is the most important thing here? See how killer ICI is. Whether it is 100% secured against office building or no will not make any difference for classification of NPA. Classification of NPA will not take security into consideration. But overdue for 90 days. It is not overdue for more than 90 days. On the date of balance sheet, something is overdue for 90 days is a normal asset. For a period of more than 90 days only is NPA. Isn't it a killer point? So see, it is 100% secured, doesn't matter. Office building is the mortgage, doesn't matter. Overdue for 90 days matters. If it is not more than 90 days, it is a standard asset. 99% of the students will write wrong answer here. Okay, continue from here, ma. Continue from here. Read, please. You're there?
Sorry,
Nazia,
sir,
can
sorry.
read,
I
read.
was on mute. Okay,
Okay.
I was reading.
Oh.
There was another customer named Super 40 who had a cash credit and a term loan with the bank. Super 40 had been paying the installments on the term loan as well as the interest on the cash credit regularly, and there was no overdue amount. Mr. Can I continue?
Yeah, continue.
Mr. P verified the drawing power of Super 40 and found it to be less than the sanction limit throughout the year. The outstanding balance of Super 40 during the whole year exceeded the drawing power but was less than the sanction limit. Both the advances to Super 40 were classified as substandard advances since the recoveries were regular and outstanding balance in the cash credit was less than the sanction limit.
So the outstanding balance during the whole year exceeded drawing power. Shared. Underline. Sir, there is no overdue. Doesn't matter. Pavan sir, he is regular in paying his EMIs and all. Doesn't matter. Pavan sir, he is regular in paying interest. Now listen. How can the outstanding balance in the borrower's account is more than the drawing power? Drawing power is 100 rupees means you can withdraw 100 rupees only. If you have withdrawn 101, even if it is less than the sanctioning limit, that is not allowed. If it is more than 90 days, NPA. So now imagine for one borrower X Limited, State Bank of India said, dear X Limited, your sanction limit is 20 crores. Okay. Your borrowing limit is 15 crores. If they utilize 15 crores and above, like more than 15 crores, even if there are no outstandings, they are paying regularly interest, EMI, everything, but still your outstanding exceeded drawing power more than 90 days, you are an NPA. And remember, tell me, NPA is borrower wise or facility wise? You tell me. NPA is borrower wise or facility wise? NPA is borrower wise. For one borrower, if you have given 4 types of loans, one loan becomes NPA, all the 4 will become NPA. Okay, next, continue.
On examination of large advances, CAQ noticed that the customer named Stylish and Smart Private Limited had one funded loan, term loan, and one non-funded loan, bank guarantee sanctioned from the bank.
Okay, one second. There is some problem in your mic, I guess. I'll read it. On examination of large advances, CAQ noticed that a customer named Stylish and Smart Private Limited had one funded loan, term loan, and one non-funded loan, bank guarantee sanctioned from the bank. CAQ checked in detail whether commission earned by the bank on bank guarantee was provided for on accrual basis. Okay, there is no point here. CAQ along with Ms. R and Mr. P verified the advances in detail and also recommended few changes in the classification or provisions based on the examination of the sample selected by them. Based on the above information, answer the following questions. 1. What are the subcategories of special mention accounts, SMA? So you read ABCD. See, this has no connection with this question. I'll tell you, in always in case study scenario questions, out of 5 subparts, 1 or 2 will be independent, not having any connection with the case. 1 or 2 will be independent. So this question is independent. It has no connection with this particular audit. It is in general question. You tell me ABCD, which one is correct? SMA, ABCD, which one is correct? Already I told you. Few minutes back I told you. Very good. Excellent. Everybody is saying A is the correct answer. Correct. SMA 0 is accounts having stress. SMA 1 is overdue between 3160. SMA 2 is overdue between 6190. Very good. Next. Creation of security of Aqua Brass Private Limited and Prism Works was in the form of ABCD. You tell me the answer. I do not know. I do not know. You tell me the answer. Again, I'm telling you, I helped you in reading the question, segregating between useful information and story, analysis of the useful information, recollecting the provision, discussion with my help. This is A, this is D, this is C, is easy. I'm not discounting your efforts. I'm not saying you are not putting your knowledge and brain, but like this, if we do, case studies are easy. To make this a habit, in ICAI website, there is one MCQ booklet which consists of 25 case studies. Do all the 25, then you will get 30 out of 30 in this objective type. So the answer is D. Everybody is saying correct. Now, in your opinion, question number 3, in your opinion, is trustworthy a standard asset or a substandard asset? Trustworthy a standard asset or substandard? Though it is due for 90 days, it is 100% secured, so it is a standard asset. Because it is 100% secured, it is a standard asset. B, since it is due for 90 days, it is a substandard asset irrespective of security. C, since it is not overdue for more than 90 days, it is a standard asset irrespective of security. Not due for more than 90 days. D, since it is not due for more than 90 days and 100% secured, it is a standard asset. Now see, everybody is giving correct answer. Credits to whom? But in the exam, the same question comes. In the exam, same question comes. Don't you think many people will write wrong answer? We should be very careful. Okay. Since it is not due for more than 90 days, it is a standard asset irrespective of security. C is correct answer. D, I mean fourth question. Is Super 40 correctly classified as a standard asset? Yes. Since the recoveries in both term loan and cash credit were regular and outstanding balance in cash credit were less than the sanctioned limit. No. Since outstanding balance of cash credit facility exceeded drawing power for more than 90 days, both the advances, that is the term loan and cash credit, will be classified as NPA. C, no. Since the outstanding balance of cash credit exceeded drawing power for more than 90 days, cash credit will be NPA, but term loan is standard. D, yes. Since the recoveries in both term loan and cash credit were regular, there is no relevance of sanctioning power or drawing power. You tell me, ABCD. Everybody is giving correct answer. Very good. B is correct answer. Both of them should be classified as NPA. Here the trap is, one is regularly paying, no overdue. Second one is this one. Cash credit facility is NPA, term loan is standard. This also some people will put. That is also wrong answer. So can I say B is correct answer? Yes. And 2.5. Again, this is independent. This has no relevance with this audit. This has no relevance with this case study. Which among the following is a non-funded loan? I want answer in 5 seconds. 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. C, correct. Everybody, I'm so happy everybody is saying C. Letter of credit. C is the correct answer. C is the correct answer. Okay. So case studies are actually very, very, very important. It depends on your quality of reading and filtering the information, quality of understanding. It requires a lot of practice. Lot of practice. The 25 questions given in ICAI study material are mandatory. Without that, don't go and write the exams. So are we clear? Are you going to read all the 25 case studies now? Or any doubts in that?